Yo, what's going on? It's FrostConner, and I am unfortunately here to deliver bad news. This is not an episode of Exosphere. I know I promised an extra long one this week to make up for the lack of one last week, but things went wrong. Things went wrong, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna own up to it, and we're gonna talk about that for a second. Why do you guys keep falling in these holes? I don't get it. Basically, long story short, half of the video that was supposed to go out today is corrupted and will not open in my editing software, which is great. Nothing I have tried works, nothing I attempted to do would fix it. It will not open. And, if I can't edit it, I can't. It just won't work. And I tried to find workarounds, I tried to find ways to fix it, and there was just nothing I could do. For a second, I might as well just show you what we did. We finished the library, finally. Look at this. We don't have villagers in here, but I mean, it's finished. I want to furnish it, I want to have some furniture in it, but this is the library. It's done. We also started work on this apartment complex here, which is very not done. If we go in here, we open this, there's also a roof here that I didn't get to finish. But there were some things I talked about in that second half that got corrupted that I wanted to talk about some here. I'm a person who really dislikes underperforming, under-delivering, right? I hate hyping something up just for it to not turn out well. This was the thing that killed Frostpunk, to be brutally honest, right? The cold was bad and everything, but the nail in the coffin was a quest for perfection. For some reason, I've never been able to schedule uploads. When I get them done, I just want to put them out as soon as possible. About 90% of the videos on this channel were finished at most 24 hours before they went up. And that's just not a good thing. And it's something I want to get better about as I grow. Why do you guys insist on walking on look, there is a perfectly good path right there. But you guys insist on walking up here for some reason. So basically what keeps happening is I start a series, I'm maintaining that series, and then something goes wrong, and I haven't given myself enough of a buffer to calm down and relax and get things figured out. For example, with Frostpunk, we didn't complete the project that we said we wanted to complete. I said episode 3, I want to have the house done. That'll be episode 3. And after recording our session, we didn't have the house done. And I was like, okay, we'll delay it a week so we can actually get the upload out to a decent quality, because we were recording that Monday and I needed it out Friday because we were all busy and Mondays were the only days we could meet. And so I was like, oh, we'll delay it a week. And then we didn't get it done that second Monday. And it was like, well, I can't release this. It's not good enough, right? It's not good enough to warrant a delay. I kind of see that happening here, and this video is my attempt to grab the reins and fix it before it implodes like Frostpunk did. With Frostpunk, the weight just kept growing and growing and building until eventually the final episode went up. Technically on schedule. I planned to have the final episode of Frostpunk out sometime in March. Did I even make that? No, I didn't even make that. It was in May. What? As I was saying, I meant to have the final episode out by May, but it was supposed to be a 15 episode series. It was supposed to have stories and plot progression, and there was supposed to be this whole arc where we figured out, oh, well, we can unfreeze the world by going and killing the Ender Dragon, and we'd go kill the Ender Dragon, and then we would turn off the mods that kept it constantly snowing, and so the snow would start to melt, right? And that never happened because I screwed up, and I'm not gonna let that happen here. right? Rather than delay and delay and delay and delay and delay until eventually everything collapses in on itself. I'm going to figure out something that works. One of the things I talked about in the second half of that episode that I no longer have is the feeling of feeling trapped, which doesn't really relate to what we were talking about, but give me a second, it'll make sense. I started to feel trapped in the BM Exosphere cycle, right? Not because I didn't enjoy the mod pack or anything like that, but because, ooh, Diamond Creeper. Why is my pickup upgrade not working? But where were we? Yeah, the feeling of feeling. Why is my fucking? It's in the thing, dude. Now is not the time to be fighting with this shit. I'm gonna get genuinely pissed. I had it off for some reason. Right, so the feeling of feeling stuck. Recently, I came to the realization that like 90% of my subscribers are here because of BM Exosphere. And while I couldn't be more thankful, it just worries me for when, you know, the BM Exosphere well dries up. It just worries me for the future a little bit. Like, what happens when I move on from BM Exosphere and do other things? Right, I don't wanna disappoint the people that are here for BM Exosphere, which kind of relates to the feeling of feeling stuck. It's like there are these other video ideas or these other series that I want to start that I just feel like I can't because I'm pulling time away from BM Exosphere to do these other things, and it's like, well, that's not what people are here to see. They want to see this other thing, right? And so it kind of spirals. And when I've been basically working my ass off at deadline, it really starts to build like a dislike for what I'm doing, right? And I'm not facing a burnout. I'm still doing all good. I'm not even gonna lie it, but I'm starting to get that feeling that if things don't change, if things stay the same right now, I will burn out. And I don't want to burn out. I don't want to burn out again. So I'm, gonna take the steps necessary to prevent that from happening. Now, I want to make it very clear, I'm not quitting. BM Exosphere isn't over. I'm not even really taking a break. It's just that I'm gonna take a minute to think, to test the waters, to try some other things, see what happens, right? There's other things I want to start, other things I want to try. I'm going to try them, and I'm going to see what happens. Obviously, people are here for BM Exosphere, and BM Exosphere isn't going anywhere yet. In fact, I have a proposition. Now, grill me, call me stupid, whatever, if this idea is terrible. But I've been debating live streaming BM Exosphere. People want more longer episodes. I wouldn't have to edit them. Right? Well, I would still probably end up compiling streams into videos and uploading those. If I streamed here on YouTube and I kept the VODs public here on YouTube, I could give myself time to catch up on other types of content. I could give myself time to catch up on other things. I could give myself time to catch up on BM Exosphere to get a little ahead. Right, because I wouldn't have to worry about editing a new video every single Friday. I mean, I still would, but it doesn't have to be BM Exosphere every single Friday. I can do other things. I can let it sit for a second because there will be new content. There will be new BM Exosphere stuff coming out. I think this could be a decent way to take some of the load off. I will say I do need a schedule. Like as of right now, I have a rough idea, but I need to actually look at like my class schedule and see when exactly I'm able to stream. The current plan is probably Monday, Wednesday, Friday at like 3 p.m. CST, because that's when my class load is the lowest. Like at 3 p.m. I'm done with classes, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday I have, light schedules. Right, I think honestly that's probably the best plan. I know this is disappointing, especially because You know, some of you have been waiting since like 2-3 Fridays ago at this point, and I do feel bad. But with all that said, I don't think I plan on streaming this Friday, like today, later today, simply because I just don't have anything prepared for it yet. Like I want to spend the weekend getting some art, some things, get some thumbnails prepped, get some titles, get some whatever prepped so that I'm not completely clueless. But that's truly enough rambling at this point. I will see you all Monday.